Thank you for joining us. I'm Courtney Cole with a WBZ News update and a look at our top stories. Students held a walkout at Minuteman High School in Lexington in support of their principal, George Clement. Last week, the district superintendent told Clement that his contract would not be renewed at the end of the school year. Students say they, as well as their parents and teachers, are frustrated over the lack of information. Braintree Police are out with a warning this afternoon. They say multiple car break-ins were reported over the weekend in the areas of King Hill Road and Rome Drive. Police tell us that they are actively trying to identify 2 suspects in connection with the car break-ins. Police are also advising residents on Facebook to make sure you don't click on any links to videos from fake accounts posted in the comment sections online because those links are malware. Attleboro Police hope surveillance images will help them catch 2 armed robbers before 4 this morning. These men here, they came into the Rusty Lantern convenience store on Washington Street in South Attleboro and robbed the clerk at gunpoint. The thieves got away with cash, cigarettes, and other merchandise and then ran off toward Newport Avenue. The clerk was not hurt. And now for a check of our next weather forecast with meteorologist Zach Green.
In the midst of an absolutely stunning stretch, we saw it on Saturday, we saw it on Sunday. We definitely deserved it after what was a really dreary trend for most of last week. And this week is going to follow suit. Nothing but blue sky across the board. And it's not just here in Boston, it's most of southern New England. Temperatures at 71 degrees in the city for the moment, with the breeze out of the northwest right around 12 miles per hour. But that's almost acting as natural air conditioning, so it's kind of a welcome wind, with shorts and t-shirts and sunglasses to go along with most outdoor plans this afternoon and carve out some time to enjoy it. Even though you can't do it today, maybe tomorrow or Wednesday will still give you an opportunity. I think it will be a little bit warmer this time around than where we get to in the next 2 afternoons. We are still struggling a bit though in Provincetown, sitting at 59 degrees, and then we jump to the mid and upper 60s as we move from most interior side of Cape Cod for the North Shore up in the Monadnock region as well, who's going to be the cooler spot as we go into tomorrow morning. And today, in comparison to where we were last week, boy, this whole stretch is going to be a winner. We had rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We finally started to break things apart for a beautiful weekend, but I think this is the one that we would want in a typical May week. With the pollen count, it will continue to go up. It's going to be sky high, especially for the next 2 or 3 days, as we are unfortunately not going to have any rain to really dampen that. So there's always seems to be a give and take when you're in the spring stretch, right? Lows tonight going to be back down into the 40s for most, sprinkling in the 30s around the Route 2 corridor and over into southern New Hampshire. So probably an extra layer on our side as we wake up early tomorrow, but high pressure is going to continuously build in and not give us any chance of activity. In fact, there's a wave that's developing out of the Ohio's river valley, and this is the one that's going to be sliding and kind of converging along the Chesapeake Bay, bring a lot of the moisture along with it. So the high pressure in command for us is going to introduce an onshore flow. So even though the rain chances are going to subside and force their way off to our south, we're going to drop our temperatures pretty considerably. 58 degrees at Hampton Beach, will be into the upper 50s for Cape Ann and the Boston waterfront. The city itself may officially notch off the low 60s, but I think close to the coastline is going to be a little bit cooler. Better chance of about 62 to 64 outside of the 128 corridor. Now this is more typical of mid-May standards, but once we make our way into Wednesday, we will get a little bit of a boost. So 63 with mostly sunny skies tomorrow, closer to 70 on Wednesday, and then we're all back into the 70s as we move into Thursday, and close to 80 degrees on Friday. Maybe a little influence or a disturbance to roll through at the end of the week, but I think a good chance of that is going to arrive closer to the lakes and the mountains region rather than us here in southern New England. I still think we have a shot of pulling in at least a little hint of activity, maybe even isolated rumble of thunder, but it'll move off without really any impact. Once we move into Saturday and Sunday, all things are going to be looking up. Low in mid 70s both afternoons. So for your Mother's Day plans, we're doing just fine. Yes, it's an early look and we can always ebb and flow and at least get some variation, but I think at this point it seems like those are going to be winners, just like most of this work week is.
All right, thank you, Zach. I'm Courtney Cole. This has been a WBZ News Update.